Fishing!
What is going on, Dad Bod Fishing fam? I have a really exciting project coming up soon. The more I get into this YouTube thing, the more I want to keep adding to it. I want to keep making videos, I want to keep uploading, I want to keep adding new content. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for following along, for liking, for commenting, for subscribing, for being part of this journey, for being part of Dad Bod Fishing. I'm hoping that in the near future I can start to improve my skills at both fishing, both vlogging and editing, and start bringing some even more quality videos. I think what I've been doing right now are pretty solid, but I could always look to improve. So with wanting to add more videos and more uploads and everything, I've begun a new project this week. I was scrolling around on Facebook on the marketplace and I found a deal that I just couldn't pass up. It's something that I've dreamed about doing for a while, and this was the best way to make it happen. So hopefully in the near future I'm going to be starting this series on this new project that I have, that I want to bring you guys along with me. I want to show you guys start to finish everything that's going to go into it. But before any of that happens, I'm going to show you what I did. So on Sunday, like I said, scrolling through Facebook Marketplace, found a deal I couldn't pass up. And for a really good price, I bought a boat. She's gorgeous. It's gonna take a lot of work. Don't get me wrong. It's a project boat. It's gonna take a lot of work, but I am so excited about this. I've dreamed about having a bass boat for a while. Tyler and I have a John boat. It's Tyler's John boat that's sitting over here underneath the tarp. But this is gonna be a boat that's gonna have a little bit bigger motor. It's gonna be obviously built different, used for different lakes and bodies of water that are around us. And you know, it'll be really nice to have in the future. So this is going to be a long-term project that I'm going to be working on. I've got a bunch of people that are going to be showing up on the vlogs and on the video series of boat restoration to help me with engine work, with interior work, with wiring, with whatever it happens to be. I don't know very much about this at all. I've done a lot of research and stuff on it, and I've looked up other videos and done what I can, but this is going to be a learning process for me too. So I hope you guys are going to enjoy this. I'm going to give you a little bit of a quick tour on this boat just to kind of show you some of the work that needs to be done. But just before I get into any of that, know that this is a project boat. I didn't buy this with the expectation of taking it out even this year. Just as I have time, as I have money, as I have nice weather, I'm going to be working on this. So the number one thing that I'm going to get into, hopefully in the near future, is the motor. The motor's in really rough shape. It's been sitting out obviously for a while. I have no idea if it even runs. It's a Mercury 500, 50 horsepower. Obviously missing some spark plugs. It's got some rust on it. I have no idea what else is going on with it, but that's one of the first things I need to get into, because if the motor doesn't work, the rest of the boat isn't going to work. So I need to know if I need to fix that up, if I need to buy a new motor, whatever that happens to be. After that, one of the other big elements that needs to be added, because it's kind of important, is this whole center console, steering console, gauge cluster, whatever, everything that goes up here. For whatever reason, it's gone. May have been used for parts to another boat at some point, but I need to replace that. And I kind of have a general idea of what I want to put in there. Hopefully I can find something that matches this boat, but if not, I can find something that'll work. So that's one of the other big things. And then after that, it's just a lot of cosmetic. The person that had it before me put in this flooring here. I don't think it even needs to be this thick, and I actually want it to be treated. I want to clean up some of these cuts. I want to put a little bit thinner board with all the support that's under here. I don't need untreated 3/4 inch thick plywood on here. I'll find something else that works, but if you look down in here in the boat, the seats are actually in pretty nice condition for how old it is. This is a 1988 Bass Trophy Bayliner. So it's an older boat, but these seats are actually in pretty nice condition. I want to replace the floorboards and maybe redo these benches, but I know a lot of this is going to get carpeted because carpeting on the boat is super nice. But one of the other big things that I want to do about this back paneling, and even as we come up here towards the front, look at all this paneling here, all of this is rotten out. This wood is old, it's rotten, it needs to be replaced anyways. So I'm going to be working on all of that. But the really cool thing about all of this work that needs to be done on this, I understand it's a lot of work, but I get to customize this boat to exactly what I want it to be. I get to choose where the rod holders go, where the storage goes, where live wells go. Whatever goes on this boat, I get to pick where it goes, and I get to design and build where it goes. And I'm super excited about that. The outside of the boat is in fantastic condition. I got this boat for $200, so can't really complain about the amount of work that needs to go into it, but I think it's gonna make a really cool YouTube series, video series about the restoration. I hope that's something you guys enjoy. I know I'm going to enjoy it. We got this really weird stretch of cold weather the same week that I went to pick this up. So I'm hoping next week when we start to get warm weather that I can start to rip out some of this old carpeting, the old boards, see what's underneath, what's on the inside of the boat, and then start planning on how I want to set it up. So when that time comes, I have a general idea of what I want to go, what I want it to look like, where I want to go with it. But we definitely need this engine looked at. So hopefully, like I said, in the near future, we're going to be starting this journey, and you guys are going to be coming along with me. So until that happens, let's do some fishing. See ya. Dad Bod Fishing fam, Tyler and I are out here. Gorgeous day out at the lake. I'll give you a little bit of a sneak peek here. Gorgeous day. So we're gonna do something for the first time on our channel that we haven't done yet. We're gonna do a bit of a fishing challenge. So we're gonna put a 90-minute time limit on this challenge, so an hour and a half. And our goal is to just see who can catch the most fish. But the catch is you can't catch a fish with the same bait twice in a row. So we're gonna go on a rotation. You have to, we decide you have to catch one fish in between, or you have to go through a rotation of 3.
We said 3.
Go through a rotation of 3 baits before you can go back to the first. So like, for example, right now I have a jerkbait, a weightless Texas rig, and a minnow chatterbait tied on. So once if I catch a fish on the jerkbait, and then on the weightless Texas rig, and then on the minnow chatterbait, then I can go back to the jerkbait. You can change up to a different lure at any time. You just can't go back to a previously used one to catch a fish until there's been 2 in between. So after 90 minutes, we'll see who has the most. We're also gonna keep track of biggest because that's fun. So what do you have to say, Tyler?
Yeah, I'm gonna win, so.
I don't know about that, but
watching.
We'll give it a go. So enjoy the competition. See ya. All right, challenge number 1 is underway. I'm gonna start with a jerkbait. This is the American Shad by 6 Cents, the Provoke 106X. Let's see if we can start off with a fish like right away, because that'd be pretty dope. My plan is to go jerkbait for a little while, and then I'd like to weightless Texas rig, and then chatterbait, because species of fish doesn't matter. I'm sure some people are wondering what the winner of this challenge gets. Obviously bragging rights, because why not? But we're also going to be doing a whole bunch of challenges as we do a bunch of our fishing adventures, whether it's bank fishing or boat fishing or whatever. So we're just going to kind of keep a running scoreboard of who's winning the most challenges, and eventually somebody's gonna be the winner overall, and then at that point we'll figure out what's going on. But for now, it's just gonna be a running total. If you're wondering what a minnow chatterbait is, we just picked these up. Tyler picked these up earlier this week. They're literally just a tiny little chatterbait with a minnow trailer. I think they're specifically meant for crappie, but he's caught quite a few bass with it too. So we'll see if I can get on the board here. Ooh, Ty's got one on the board. He's reeling it up. I think he's got a crappie, but we'll come over here so you can see his fish. It's a spot where I expected the crappie to be. I just wasn't getting anything. Right through there.
Yeah.
So he's got one.
So
Use this little minnow chatterbait here. And he got it. Nice little crappie. So he's up one. All right, Dad Bod's getting slaughtered on this. Ty's got another crappie. Caught this one on a Ned rig. That's actually a pretty big crappie.
Check it.
That boy's decent.
Show you both the Ned rig and the fish. We got fish here, Ned rig.
See ya, crappie. He's now up 2-0, and we're almost out of time. Oh, Dad Bod's on. Dad Bod's on. Dad Bod's on. There's the timer. Time's up. All right, everybody, after an hour and a half, the challenge is over. We caught 3 fish. Tyler was up 2-1, so he takes a 1-0 lead over Dad Bod Fishing Challenges. So everything we caught today was a crappie. It was actually much harder conditions to catch a fish than we thought. This side of the lake that we're on was gorgeous weather. The other side over there where we've been catching most of the bass recently was stupid windy. So got 3 crappie. 2 of them were pretty nice. 1 of them was pretty small. What'd you catch him on, Tyler?
All right, first crappie got caught on this guy. This is what Aaron and I both used. We've been calling it the minnow chatterbait because you see it's got the blade like a chatterbait does, but instead of the skirt, it's got a really small little minnow on there. It's from Z-Man. Just bought him this past week. Been really happy with him. Caught a bunch of fish on him so far. And then we've got a good old classic of mine, the Ned rig. Also Z-Man, the little TRD. We're using the, I don't even know the official name for this color, but we're gonna call it the sweet looking orange and brown crawdaddy type thingy.
Thanks for watching. Almost.
Oh, that was early.
Be sure to subscribe, like, comment, share this video around. Let's get some more Dad Bod fam out here. So until next time, see you later. Peace.